Hello everybody, this is Sporman16, and for this video here, I would like to talk about some of the things that have been released on the Nintendo Direct for March 8th of 2018. I know I'm a little late, but hey, better late than never. Well, better than recording this thing the next day rather than say on the night of this recording, which is pretty much the day of the Direct, being March 8th. So, the thing of it is, I'm not going to be talking about every single last thing that was mentioned on the Direct, so that's why when this video goes up, there will be a link in the description or a card up in the top right where you guys can click it and you can be able to see the whole Nintendo Direct from there. But basically, the big things that I want to talk about for the Nintendo Direct is one. The first one being that, for anybody who remembers the original Luigi's Mansion that was released on the GameCube, I don't remember exactly the date exactly, but I know it was on the GameCube, we'll be happy to know that the original Luigi's Mansion is now getting a 3DS remake. Yeah. It just utterly amazed me that the original Luigi's Mansion is getting a 3DS remake. Now, am I actually going to play that game when it comes out? Well, when I get the opportunity to have the money enough for it. Excuse me, something kind of tickling my throat down there. Anyway, seeing the gameplay of the remake of Luigi's Mansion is pretty amazing. Hopefully they didn't change too much or anything. So that'll be something to look forward to. Oh, right. The new Mario Tennis game that I, for some reason, wasn't aware of until earlier when the Direct came about is Mario Tennis Aces. Which, again, kind of surprised me because I never knew about it until then. So, from what they have said is that there's actually more information released because apparently the game was already a work in progress. And what was interesting to see is that pretty much all the human characters are actually in tennis attire. Like Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi. Of course, with Peach and Daisy still having their own sports attire, with Daisy in shorts, Peach in a short skirt, which, let me tell you, people can get pretty kinky ideas with Peach in a skirt. Really, they'll still get kinky ideas of Daisy in shorts. Believe me, they go there. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I saw Rosalina, but she was in that Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, I think it was called. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing that. But one character that they brought in that really surprised me was that of Chain Chomp. Yeah, Chain Chomp. The little, basically the barking sphere with teeth and eyes, and having a chain. That's why it's called Chain Chomp. Yeah, Chain Chomp is in a Mario Tennis game. Like, it just kind of baffles me. It's like, why put him of all characters into the game? It's like, I really don't know who else they could bring in. Like bring Petey Piranha back or something. Though I think it did show that Petey Piranha is presented as like a boss. But whatever. Now if I remember things correctly, because let me tell you, my short-term memory is all sometimes. I think I remember they were saying about like these zone shots or shot zones or something, where it's like if I remember that if the if the opponent is shooting a lob shot, which is basically sending the ball straight up into the air and arcing back down, when the player actually gets to that spot where the ball is going to land, once the character when they jump to the air, the person, like the player, could like manually position where they want to hit the ball, like where they want the ball to land, which is kind of interesting. And what also really interests me is that apparently, when your racket starts taking enough hits, there's a chance that your racket will take damage, and then your racket can break. And I'm like, what? They're now adding in basically adding damage to your racket to where it will break. Well, basically they're saying that the racket will only take damage if you block at the wrong time. It's like whether you blocked early or late or something. Like, if you block it at the right time, then the racket won't take damage. And they also represent something like trick shots, where if the ball was like here and you're like here, you do a trick shot and they do like this nice little flipping action where they jump to the ball and hit it, or they like take like a massive dive and save the ball that way. Like I said, I'm trying to remember things off the top of my head here. And of course they have the special shots, where if done correctly, it can instantly break the opponent's racket. So that's interesting to note there. And they did show different stages for the game. Do I think I'm going to be playing that game? I don't know. But what was also interesting to note that when you play Mario Tennis Aces on the Switch, that you could be able to play the game with the pad, like the handheld pad itself, or like you take the Joy-Con controller parts of it and actually do like motion controls. So like doing like regular swings, backhands, lob shots, slices. This is what they're called. Like, yeah, I did a poor representation of doing tennis swings, because I do believe this is a regular shot, that's backhand, and that would be lob shot. Okay, yeah. I never played tennis before, but I know it enough. So yeah, I think they might have given out a release date. Not 100% sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like I might play that game. But even though I haven't played Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, which I still want to consider about playing. Like, heck, I really have not played any Nintendo Switch games because back a little while we didn't have a Nintendo Switch until my sister's friend named Ben decided to be a really generous person to her and give my sister her own Switch, which, let me tell you, I am extremely jealous about. But my sister is nice enough to let me play her systems at any time I want, as long as she's awake. And the thing of it is, my sister is a night owl, meaning she'll stay up all night and sleep mostly during the day. So that kind of poses a bit of a problem. But I really just want to stick to playing with the Wii U, which is kind of pretty much dead at this point. But whatever, I still play it. What else was there? Oh, right. If you all remember when they announced Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, which is essentially a remake of Mario & Luigi's Superstar Sagas, or Superstar Saga, allow me to announce that there is another one of that kind of game on the way. But it's not Partners in Time. It's not a remake of Partners in Time. It's actually a remake of Bowser's Inside Story. Yeah, Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey, I think it was. Yeah, essentially, we're having a remake of Bowser's Inside Story, which, let me tell you, I really do like that one. Because it kind of mainly focuses more on Bowser and the plumbers manipulating Bowser on the inside, which can sound kind of gross. But yeah, the things that I'm looking forward to is seeing the remakes of the giant Bowser battles, and hopefully they do a really good remix on the Dark Bowser battle, which, let me tell you, possibly one of my favorite songs in a Mario game. I mean, let's all be honest here. A lot of us really love that song and those remakes that go with it. It's just the fact that they actually even put that song in Smash 4. It's really cool. Oh yeah. Speaking of Smash Brothers, at the very end of the Nintendo Direct, something pretty big was announced. It was short, but it was sweet. Because as they were talking about the extra stuff that they are adding for Splatoon 2, which I guess I'll briefly say that they've added like a new story involving the Octolings. A new level has been introduced, being that of level X, which is even higher than S rank. Why do I know this stuff? Because my sister owns Splatoon. I'm not sure if she owns Splatoon 2. I think she does. But I know she owns the first one. I don't remember anything else from that. But yeah, at the very end, we see pretty much this nice animation of the Inkling boy and Inkling girl duking it out. But then basically, as the Inkling girl was running off into the distance, the whole screen went dark. A very big light appeared behind the Inkling girl. She turned around, was on shock, and then what we saw reflecting in her eye was none other than the Smash Bros. Logo. Yep, the biggest announcement was that Super Smash Bros. Is officially coming to the Nintendo Switch. Which, to me, I kind of figured eventually at some point Nintendo was going to do that. That they were going to bring Smash Bros. To the Switch, because it would definitely make the fans a lot happy that they brought this. They didn't reveal much of anything. It's just that there has been one change so far. Is that Link is not going to be in his Twilight Princess look. No. Link is going to be in his look from Breath of the Wild. Which, let me tell you, I saw footage of that game. It is a beautiful looking game. I'm not quite sure if I would ever play Breath of the Wild. I mean, it does kind of look fun, but who knows. But yeah, basically, Link is going to be in his Breath of the Wild attire. And from what people are saying that they were trying to figure out what the characters were in those silhouettes behind the logo. And one that I pretty much made out easily right away was pretty much my main in Smash Bros. Was that of Bowser. It's like, even though the characters were really far off into the distance and pretty small, I was able to make out Bowser right away. Because yeah, a lot of people are now like wondering who they were, because some of them were easy to make out because like one of them was Mario, one of them was Link, one of them was Donkey Kong, and of course one would be Bowser. But with now the fact of the announcement of Smash 5, which will be a placeholder name I guess until they give like a better name, or they just stick with it being like called Smash 5 or something. I mean, I'm happy for it, but at the same time, I probably know what's to be coming. Basically, there's going to be, like, speculation of, like, who's going to be staying in the game, who's going to be tossed out of the game, who's going to be new to the game, and some people bringing out the really hate to say this, dumb suggestions of who's to be in Smash. Because like I really feel like that's gonna happen. Like people probably some people want Shrek into Smash Bros. Or Goku, or they could give off like videos saying like they want Wolf back, or they want Snake back, or the Ice Climbers. I feel like that's how it's gonna be. And as the games progress and when they release like any new characters, like I just know for a fact that as Smash 5 is going to develop more and they introduce like anybody new, they're just like, I know for a fact that people are just going to complain of who isn't in the game or why this character is still in the game. Because I can definitely assure you that there are probably a lot of people out there right now saying that with Smash 5, they're probably putting their high hopes that Bayonetta is not in the game. Yeah. Because, I mean, there were a lot of people that really wanted Bayonetta in the game and really happy that Bayonetta's in the game, me being one of them, even though I can't use her. Well, I can use her a bit. But there are those haters of that character that will most likely really, really, really want her not to be in the game. Probably was saying like with Cloud or Ryu, or more or less like Cloud, to not be in the game because people complain about those characters being so OP broken. Like, well, if they stay in the game, they stay in the game, and there's nothing really much you guys can do about it. So that's pretty much it. Like, if Bayonetta is in Smash 5, she's gonna stay there. If Cloud's in Smash 5, he's gonna stay there. And there's nothing really much you guys can do about it. But as long as my boy Bowser is in the game, I'll be happy. Which I kind of already knew because I saw the silhouette of him, even from as small as what they showed on the screen. That Bowser was just so easy to identify. So yeah. And the fact that Bowser has been a staple in Smash Bros. Since Melee. Oh man, oh man. And how is a good freaking chance that the Melee people are already going to start complaining about this game, about Smash 5, saying that it's not Melee? I swear it's just gonna heat up more of the Smash Bros. Wars between Melee and pretty much all the other Smash Bros. Entries. But you know what? I'm honestly not going to give a damn about what the Melee players would have to say about Smash 5, saying that it's nothing, like, this is still not Melee. It's like, boo freaking who? Because it's pretty much at this point, like I pretty much just said, I don't care what the Melee fans say. Because, to me, Melee is my least favorite in the series. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not hating Melee itself. I am hating the fanbase behind Melee and how immature they can be. I don't want to go into detail about it, but y'all know what I mean. Though, really, the fanbase behind the other Smash Bros. Games want to defend their games because of what Melee threw at it, they're not exactly much any greater. Like, because really, to be perfectly honest, the whole Smash Bros. Fanbase can be pretty immature, but let's all be honest here, there are far more worse fanbases out there, which I couldn't name, like, a few of them. Like, of course, the Pokemon fanbase is bad. Like, shooter game fanbases can be bad. Console fanboys, and especially one in particular, Sonic. Sorry, had a cough there for a second. But really, in all seriousness, I never really like to get involved with video game fan bases because they can be terrible. Because, as I pretty much mentioned, Sonic. Anyway, I think I dragged this on further than I should have. Well, probably just say, I guess I'm happy I kept this under half an hour. So, yeah, anyway, that'll pretty much do it. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and as always, my outro will handle the rest. And as one more reminder, that for those of you who want to know the full details of the March 8th, 2018 Nintendo Direct, there will either be a link in the description or pretty much a card up in the top right corner of the screen, and you guys can watch the full Direct for yourself and get the full details of what has been announced. So, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Hold on, wait. Just forgot something. the little bit of Pokemon news that was announced on Serebii.net. My apologies for completely forgetting about it because I was just talking so much about the Nintendo Direct, I forgot about this news. So, yeah. Here's the nice little bit of Pokemon news that was mentioned on Serebii. Now, for anybody who has Pokebank currently, a new distribution has begun. And what this provides is the Alolan starters, which being that of Decidueye, Incineroar, and Primarina. But here's the thing about them. These Alolan starters now have their hidden abilities. Yep. Decidueye, Incineroar, and Primarina are now being distributed with their hidden abilities. So basically meaning Decidueye will now have long reach, which meaning that any moves that will make physical contact will not make physical contact, but they're still physical moves. Incineroar with his Intimidate, meaning that when he is sent out into battle, all opposing Pokemon will have their attack dropped by one stage. And Primarina will have Liquid Voice. Now, I don't remember exactly what Liquid Voice does, but I am going to look it up and find out. Okay, so all sound-based moves become water-type moves. Alright. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it is there. So for anybody who has Pokebank, which I do myself, you now have the opportunity right now to get the Alolan starters with their hidden abilities. Now, pretty much with these hidden ability starters, they all have the original trainer and the ID number. Although they don't exactly, they really don't have any special moves or anything, and they can be picked up from any Pokemon Center nearest from where you are when you last saved. And after receiving them on the bank. But there is currently no unknown date of when this distribution is supposed to end. So, as of right now, for anybody who has Pokebank, you have the ability to get Decidueye, Primarina, and Incineroar with their hidden abilities, like, right now. So, get this opportunity while it lasts. Which, I probably might be able to, or if I actually want to. So yeah, that'd be a nice thing right there. And again, I apologize for kind of forgetting about this news because I was just too focused on the Nintendo Direct. So yeah, that will do it. That'll do it for now, for real now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and as always, my outro shall handle the rest. So I'll be seeing you guys next time.